बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बिश्रह सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वाहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बि यस्सिर वला तुअस्सिर वतम्मिम बिल खैर। Assalamu alaikum dear students. It's time for English lesson. Our today's topic is Unit 14, Heroes and Heroines. Today we will learn Unit number 14, Heroes and Heroines. In this unit we will learn about the first day of freedom at page number 122 and 123 of your language tree textbook. On these pages we will learn about Nelson Mandela. You can see the picture of Nelson Mandela on your screen. Who was Nelson Mandela? Students, Nelson Mandela is one of the best known political leaders of the 20th century. He was born in 1918. He was the son of a village chief in South Africa. Throughout his life, Nelson Mandela fought against the apartheid system. What is apartheid system? Apartheid system is a political system in South Africa in which only white people can participate in the political activities. Only white people have full political rights. And black people there are forced to live completely separate lives. Black people are forced to live away from the white people. It is called apartheid system. What is apartheid system? Apartheid system is a political system in South Africa in which only white people can participate in the political activities. So, Nelson Mandela was imprisoned by the government on Robben Island, and he spent 27 years in the imprisonment. After 27 years, he was released on February 11, 1990. 11 February 1990, he was released from the imprisonment. And then, after his release, he worked hard to unite black and white people. And for the first time in South Africa, he became the first black president in 1994. The extract we are going to read today, basically it is autobiography. It is taken from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela, and the name of his book in which he has written his autobiography, the name of that book is Long Walk to Freedom. Student, what is autobiography? Autobiography is the life story written by the same person. If I write about my life, it would be autobiography. But if I write the life story of someone else, it would be autobiography. So you know the difference between biography and autobiography. Biography, a life story of someone written by someone else. And autobiography, the life story of the same person written by himself or herself is autobiography. In this autobiography, Nelson Mandela describes the day when he was released from the prison. Let's read it. First day of freedom. At a few minutes after 3, I was telephoned by a well-known SABC. SABC stands for South Africa Broadcasting Corporation. A well-known South Africa Broadcasting Corporation presenter who requested that I get out of the car a few hundred feet before the gate so that they could film me walking toward freedom. This seemed reasonable. and I agreed to do it. This was my first inkling that things might not go as calmly as I had imagined. Inkling. Inkling means idea, hint, suspicion. Okay? Inkling mean hint, idea, suspicion. It was my first idea that the things going to happen are not as calmly as I am thinking about it. Okay, what happened in this paragraph? After a few minutes after 3, at 3, 5 or 10, I was called by a well-known South African Broadcasting Corporation. A presenter called me and he requested me to come out of the car before reaching the Freedom Gate. So they want to film me, so they want to capture me walking towards the freedom. And Mandela is saying that it was a reasonable idea and I agreed to do it. But it was my first suspicion, it was the first hint I had taken that the things might not be as easy, as calmly, as smoothly as I am thinking. By 3:30, I began to get restless as we were already behind schedule. I told the members of the reception committee that my people had been waiting for me for 27 years and I did not want to keep them waiting any longer. Shortly before 4, we left in a small motorcade from the cottage. About a quarter of a mile in front of the gate, the car slowed to a stop, and Winnie, who was Winnie? Winnie was the wife of Mandela. Winnie is the name of Mandela's wife. Winnie and I got out and began to walk toward the prison gate. At 3:30, he was becoming impatient. Mandela was becoming impatient. He told the members of the reception committee that my people are waiting for me for 27 years, for a long time, and now I don't want to keep them waiting any longer. Shortly before 4, they left the cottage and sit in a small motorcade and walking towards the freedom gate. The car slowed and Winnie and Mandela came out of the car and they started walking towards the prison gate. At first, I could not really make out what was going on in front of us. But when I was with 150 feet or so, I saw a tremendous commotion. Tremendous, great, commotion, confusion, and a great crowd of people, hundreds of photographers and television cameras and news people, as well as several thousand well-wishers. I was astounded. I was shocked. I was surprised. Astounded means shocked, surprised, and a little bit alarmed. I had truly not expected such a scene. At most, I had imagined that there would be several dozen people, mainly the warders. Who are warders? The guards in the prison are called warders, the guards, and their families. But this proved to be only the beginning. I realized we had not thoroughly prepared for all that was about to happen. What happened here? At first, they didn't realize what is going to happen. When they were 150 feet or so, they saw a huge confusion, a big crowd, a lot of people, hundreds photographers, television people, cameras, and different people, reporters from the news channels were there, and thousands of well-wishers, the supporters of Mandela were there. He was shocked to see them, and he was not expecting such a scene that there might be that much big crowd there. He had imagined that there would be few people, some dozen people, or mainly the warders would be there, the guards would be there, and their families would be there. But it was just the beginning, and Mandela realized that he is not prepared for all this, what is going to happen. Within 20 feet or so of the gate, the cameras started clicking, a noise that sounded like some great herd of metallic beasts. Within 20 feet or so of the gate, they were behind 20 feet or so from the gate. Then the cameras started clicking, and the noise of the cameras clicking was like that a herd of metallic beasts are moving from there, and there was a lot of noise. Reporters started shouting questions. Television crews began crowding in ANC. ANC stands for Africa National Congress. Africa National Congress was the name of Mandela's political party. What was the name of Mandela's political party? Africa National Congress. The supporters of Africa National Congress, the supporters of Mandela's party, were yelling and cheering. They were shouting, they were happy, they were crying, shouting, yelling with joy. It was a happy, if slightly disorienting chaos. It was happy, they were happy, and there were a little bit confusion there. The people were, it was unarrangeable, or there were chaos in it. When I was among the crowd, I raised my right fist, and there was a roar. As soon as Mandela came on the stage and he raised his fist, the people were shouting, and there were a lot of noise. I had not been able to do that for 27 years, and it gave me a surge of strength and joy. Mandela is saying that he was unable to do that for 27 years. To do what? To talk to such a crowd from 27 years. But this huge crowd had given him the power and happiness. He was feeling himself powerful, and he was very happy. He stayed among the crowd for only a few minutes before jumping back into the car for the drive to Cape Town. He spent only few minutes there, and he was back in the car for going to the Cape Town. Cape Town is the name of the place. Although I was pleased, I was happy. Pleased means happy. Although I was happy to have such a reception, such a welcome, I was greatly vexed. I was greatly annoyed by the fact that I did not have a chance to say goodbye to the prison staff. He was annoyed, he was unhappy about the fact that he was unable to say goodbye to the prison staff, to the people, to the warders. As I finally walked through those gates to enter a car on the other side, I felt even at the age of 71 that my life was beginning anew. At that time, Mandela was of 71 years. The age of Mandela was 71 years. At that time, Mandela was 71 years old, but he was feeling that he has started the life now. Why he was feeling this? Because he's saying my 10,000 days of imprisonment were over. Why he was feeling that? Because his imprisonment, he has spent 27 years and 10,000 days in the imprisonment. 27 years are 10,000 days. So here he is saying that I have spent 10,000 days in the imprisonment, and now I am free. I am happy now. I am free. Okay, students. Now what you have to do, you have to read this lesson carefully, note down all the important information in your rough copy. And you can see I have highlighted few words here. You have to learn these words for dictation. Learn the spelling of these words for dictation and underline all the difficult words which you seem difficult. Underline them, find out the meanings from the dictionary and write them down in your neat English copy. Okay, you have to collect the information like the text which we had read. It was, what type of text it was? It was biography, autobiography, it was a story, it was a report. What is this? Then when was Nelson Mandela born? What was the apartheid system? When did Mandela become president? How many years he has spent in the prison? And many questions like this. What was the name of the Mandela's political party? Okay, you have to find out all this information, write that information in your rough notebook. So what is your homework? Your homework is search meanings of the hard words from dictionary and write them in your neat English copy. Second homework is learn spellings of all the highlighted words. Third is read the lesson carefully and note down all the important information in rough notebook. Okay, words meanings would be written in neat English copies. All other information would be written in rough notebook. Hopefully you got it. Thank you. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.